Assalamu alaikum. This is Mohammad Ramiz and you are watching Flutter Fluency. So in this video we are going to discuss about mobile deployment on Play Store, or we can say Google Play. Basically, we have two platforms where we can publish our application. One is App Store and one is Play Store. So we can easily do these two deployments using our Flutterflow. So if you go to the last option, okay, but remember one thing: if you want to publish mobile app using your Flutterflow, so you must need to have your pro account, because this feature will only be accessible if you have a pro account. Otherwise you will not be able to see these panel. Okay, so the first thing you need to do, you can click on this bottom down button, settings button, and there we have mobile deployment in app settings panel. Okay, so if you come to this portion, so there are the two to three key things which you must need to remember if you are deploying the mobile application. Although the mobile application deployment is very easy using Flutterflow, you can just simply click on single button, deploy on Play Store, and you need to select your Play Store Google Play track where you want to upload the thing. So you need to do this thing as well. And okay, so the first thing you need to remember is, and you need to be careful about the thing is build number. So remember, keep an eye on the build number, because let's suppose if you publish your application, Flutterflow application, into your Play Store, and you want that, if you want to if you want to now change the track on the Play Store. Let's suppose you have published your application in an initial testing. If you click here, so you can see that, oh sorry, internal testing. So if you see that the internal testing, so this is the first testing phase, and when your application is ready to published into the Play Store, so you must need to publish on internal test. Okay, so you can simply, if you have for let's suppose you have selected internal test and build number is 1. So if you want to change the track now and you want to push it to alpha testing, so you must need to change your build number, because it will if both build number are same, internal test and the other one, which is our alpha test, if both of the build number are same, so then the status will become failed and it will throw an error that already exists. The build with the same build number is already exist. So if you want to use the same build into your application, so you can do this thing, but you will not be able to do this thing with Flutterflow directly. Let's suppose you thought that, okay, my build number 1 build is 100% done and I have deployed into the internal testing and it's passed now, and I want to promote that build into second track, which is, let's suppose, alpha track. Okay, so you want to promote this to alpha now. So, and I don't want to change the build number at that point. So it is also possible, but you will not be able to do this thing using Flutterflow, because Flutterflow you can simply click on, select the track, and you need to click on deploy to Play Store, and it will again deploy with the same build number, whatever the build number you have written here. So if the build already exists into the Play Store, so it will do a conflict. But you can do this thing by promoting the app. Let's suppose if I go to my console panel, and I'll be telling you all of the thing, this is a some kind of long video, and in this video you will be able to see each and every step and how we can do these things. So let's suppose if I go to my this panel, so you can see that my application is right now, my application is open close test right now. So you can see that close test alpha. So my application is in close testing right now, so which I have deployed on 10th of December. Okay, so if I click on manage channel, so if so you can see that we have a button which is promote version. I can promote my version as well, but right now I'm not able to promote the version because my pre-checks are not cleared. What are my pre-check? If I go to my control panel, so you can see that now I'm eligible for the production, but I need to cover these 2 points as well. So for the production, because after, so basically you have 3 steps if you are publishing your application on Play Store. So you have 3 steps. Step number 1 is internal testing, okay, in which you can add all of the details about the application, and you can push the testing application to the and submit to the Google. Then Google reviewed the application by yourself, and he can check that either the details that you have provided are valid, or you are misleading the community. So if the internal testing is passed, then you are eligible. You have certain amount of questions, lot of questions, you need to answer that question, and after answering that question, you are eligible to push your application, either a new build or the previous existing build. You can promote that application into your beta mode or closed testing mode. Okay, sorry, alpha mode or closed testing mode. Okay, so after verifying the beta by the Google, so you are eligible for the testing. Okay, so let's suppose I'm gonna show you as well. So if I click here and click on test closed, which is my alpha testing manage channel, so as I have published and promote my build into my closed testing, and Google reviewed this alpha testing, and he passed this application, and now this application is available for certain testers. So I can add, so this application is only be accessible by certain amount of users, through which I have add their emails into the tester section. So you can see that I have 9 users in my tester panels, through which 6 testers has already, yeah, here you can see 6 testers has already agreed to participate. So right now I have added 9 emails, and I must need to add 20 testers if I want to become eligible for production. So for production, the first step is close test is clear. The second step is you must have 20 testers, where you can add testers after publishing the application into the beta test and it get approved. So you can simply click on the test publishing and click here, and now you can click go to this panel, manage channel, and here we have a testers. Okay, so you can simply add the testers here, and then you can simply copy the Android URL, and you can share to that person, and he can download the application, but with the same mail. Okay, so this is my app URL, which is Google it is showing. So okay, so yeah, this is all about the beta testing. So let's talk about alpha testing first. But before alpha testing, what you need to do before publishing to the Play Store, must remember one thing. This is a easy thing, but not a simplest thing. Okay, you must need to go to your Play Store Play console as well before publishing the application through Flutterflow. Okay, so it's a technical kind of thing, but technically it's easy. Okay, so the first thing, let me tell you step by step. So the first thing you need to do, you need to come to your, before publishing the anything, you need to come to your Play console. So you will be, when you log in the account, so you will be able to see this panel, and you can simply click on you can create your application by clicking this button. So you can create, and you can add the details about it, and you can cancel. I'm gonna cancel because I already have an application. So you can simply create application, then you will be able to see this kind of panel, but no logo. Okay, because you have not added logo yet. Let me tell you how you can add logo and images into your application. So you can open this application, and you can see that right now we also have a name, but if you want to change the name, it's also possible. So how can you do this thing? You can simply click on increase user, then the presence in Google Play Store. So you can click on it, Play Store listing. Okay, not a Play Store listing, store settings, I guess. Yeah, these are the settings. I'm gonna tell you all of these things, but right now I want to show you the specific Google Play Store listing, if I'm not wrong. Let me see. Okay, yeah, so I was just forget this thing. Okay, so you can, what you can do, you can simply click on Play Store listing, and you will be able to see this kind of panel. And here you can see that I have already added my Play Store listing, which you can see here. So I can simply click here. You will not be able to see that panel when you click on Play Store listing, because you have not done listing previously. Okay, so you can see that I have written the name of my application, and here we also need to have a short description. But before adding these things, one thing you can keep in mind is that you need to add the default language of your Play Store listing, and whatever the language you are selecting, you must need to write the description and all of the stuff in the same language. Otherwise the checks will not be cleared. So I have described about my application, short description containing 80 words, and this contain 4000 words and the name of my application. And if I go down, so here you can see that application logo is there, which I have added, and this is my feature graph. So this basically appears when you are in a tablet mode, or so it's kind of banner. So it would be on the back of your application. So you can also add your YouTube video tutorial about how to use the application, or if you want to add any kind of video link which is attached to this application, so you can also add. And here you can see that I have added multiple images which I want to show you into the Google Play Store, and that kind of thing. And here you can see that the tablet size, the tablet images, so I have added the same images as we have, because the dimensions of the mobile and a tablet 7 inches is almost same, so you can add the same images. That's also work for here as well. So but for the 10-inch screen sizes must be different, but if you have, although they say that it is required, but I have not added the images. And here you can see this is not red, which means that it is not compulsory. It's better, they are saying it's better to add, because if a person comes with the 10-inch tablet screen, so he will not be able to see any image because we have not added any image. Okay, so it's better to add, but I have not added because I have not created that one. And here you can also add images for a Chromebook. Then you need to click on keep changes or save changes, and then your Play Store listing information is done. Okay, so now you need to go to your, so you need, what you need to do, you need to go to your internal testing now. Okay, so you need to click on evidence, and here you can see, let me tell you one more thing. So this is my release summary. So if you have published your different versions of the same application, so you can also manage your summary of release summary here. Okay, so let me click on evidence, and then we need to go to internal testing. So when you comes to the internal testing, so there is a one more thing which you can remember. So if you are using your application in your internal testing, so in an internal testing, your images which you have created just before, and your logo, that is not be visible, okay, onto the Play Store. Okay, create and manage internal testing will, how you can maximum add 100 testers, internal testers, into your application. Okay, so this is a one more basic and important thing which you can understand, and you can add your testers here as well. Here you can see, so you can also add the testers here. And the other thing is that if when the all of the steps are done, so right now when you can see this panel on my side, but when you click on internal test section, so you will not be able to see these things on your side, because instead you will, what you will be able to see, you will be able to see this kind of page. Okay, so where they are saying that you need to do certain steps. You need to create setup policies, app access, ads, and you need to answer all of these questions. So when you complete all of these questions answers, then you can simply go back to your go to your internal testing, and you can upload your build. Okay, here where you can add the upload your build, you can either manually upload a build, or you can go back to your Flutterflow. Okay, so when you comes to your Flutterflow, now the Flutterflow work starts. Okay, so what you need to do, you have already answered all of the questions, and now you need to connect your Play Console with your Flutterflow. So here you can see that my credentials are already set. How can you set your credentials? You can read the instruction. Otherwise, what you need to do, you need to simply search, Google Cloud. Sorry, you need to search console.cloud.google.com. Okay, so when you search Google Console, and you can select your application, and now here you can search Google Play Google Play services basically. Okay, so you can see that Google Play Android Developer API. So you need to search Google Play Android Developer API. I have already enabled my service, but how can you enable? You need to click on enable button, and then you need to create service account user. You need to create credentials. You need to click on create credentials, then you need to service account, and after then I'm gonna not add my user, but I'm just telling you because I have already added my user. Okay, so here you can also add your name of your application maybe, or any other name, and rest of the things. So you can see that the ID is automatically configuring. So, and you need to add the description and create, then you need to click on ready after completing these details. So you will be able to see 3 roles basically. Yeah, so you will be able to see these 3 roles. Okay, so after coming to this point, you need to click on this button. You will not be able to see this button. Maybe you will be able to see 3 dots, but you can click on edit service account, and here we can create our key. Because the account is created, now we are gonna access the key of our service account, which we can link to our Flutterflow application. Okay, so comes to this point, and here you can simply click on keys, and you can see that I have already activated my key, previously activated my key. So you can click on add key, and you can click on create new key, and you must remember this. You can pick the JSON format, and you can click on create. When you click on create, so it will download a file for you, and you can uh, upload that file here. Okay, so when you upload that file here, so it will say that credential set. So now you are connected with your Flutterflow is now connected with your Google Play console. Okay, so let's start working the initial testing. You have filled the question, you have connected the console, and now the only thing is left. You can select internal testing, and then you can click on deploy to Play Store. That's it. Then how can you check the status? So you can further and further, after the passage of time, you can click on check build. So you can tell that, okay, what's the status of your build right now? My status of my build is finished, because I have already published my app, and which is now live on Google Play Store, but it is in early access right now. Okay, so that's how you can manage and you can create this thing. So you can click on set build again and again, set check build status. So you will be able to get to know what's your build status is right now. So it's basically, initially it's submitted, then it's preparing, or maybe sometime it get queued when we have a lot of, and there are a lot of applications which is uploading on the Play Store on the same time. So your app get queued, and then it's preparing, and it's sometime it gets rejected, and sometime it's get failed. Remember one more thing: when you are publishing your app on an internal test, it get failed 100% if you not do one thing. You need to come to this point, advanced setting, and you need to enable submit as draft, otherwise your app get rejected. Okay, so you need to must enable this option. Okay, so you can enable this option, because here you can also see that I have multiple reject histories. So because of some of the issues, sometime it get any other issue, or sometime any other issue. So you can when you get an error, so you will be able to check what kind of error. So you can simply click again, so it will be showing you the error status, why this error is happening, and how can like what are the issues in this. So you can simply go and fix that errors. So let's suppose the initial test is now done. Okay, we have published the application, and it is submitted, and it's successful. The second step is we need to promote our application into the alpha test. Okay, alpha test case. So for that reason, you need to select the alpha test, and you can either promote your application, but remember, using Flutterflow, you need to change the build number. This is the main point. If you don't do this thing, it will throw an error. Okay, it will take 5 minutes or 10 minutes to publish the app into the Play Store, submit the app into the Play Store. But if you don't do this step, so your 10 minutes gonna waste. So you need to check again and again, upload again. Okay, so I'm gonna create a separate video for App Store as well, but for now the Play Store video. Okay, so the second step is yeah, so you did the initial testing done, now your app is published. The second step is beta testing, or sorry, alpha testing. Then you can simply promote your application to production. It's totally fine. So now you need to select alpha and change the build number. and now deploy your app to the Play Store. Otherwise, if you don't want to do this thing, you can simply promote your application as well. How can you do? Let me tell you. So if you go to your closed internal testing, let's suppose you are in an internal testing, so you can simply promote your application. Click here and you can see that test closed, and which is closed test alpha. You can also click here to promote your application, and then you can submit changes. And when you do these things, you can come to the publishing summary, and here there would be a button which is saying that submit your changes to Play Store. So you can click on that button and it will submit your changes into the Play Store with the beta title at this point. Okay, so that's how you can publish your application into the beta test. Let's suppose it get approved. What's the third step towards the production? So for the production, you can see that I don't have a production access right now. Why? Because if I go to console panel or a control panel, so you can see that I need to cover these 3 points. These are the must points which I need to cover. So my first point is completed, published a test, closed test version, so which is also approved. So it's saying published. You can see that the notifications also appear when it get approved, that recent update on your app has been published. So it was published. Okay, so scroll down. Okay, so yeah, so then you must need to add 20 testers, which I told you in the start of the video, and then you need to wait for 14 days, at least 14 days, and you need to do configuration, or you need to run the application, do the test cases and just to testing and provide the feedback, and then you will be able to promote your application into the production level. So that's it for this video. And if you have any question, yeah, there is a one more thing which I want to ask, share you. So let's suppose you don't want to do the publishing, and you got an error and you don't know how to do these things, and you already know how to publish your application into the Play Store. You comes from a coding background, and you don't want to use Play Store, sorry, you don't want to use Flutterflow mobile publishing. So you will not be able to, let's suppose you don't have a premium access of Flutterflow, and you don't want to buy the Flutterflow, and you want that I can upload my app by myself. So you only tell me how I can get AAB file, because if you are publishing your application into the Play Store or App Store, you must need to, oh sorry, only Play Store, because for App Store it's a different kind of file. So if you are publishing on Play Store, you want AAB file, not an APK. APK you can easily get by there, download APK, but AAB file you will not be able to get AAB file if you don't have an access of mobile development deployment. So let's suppose you have an access, and now you want to get a AAB file. So you can simply download AAB file, and you can simply comes to your panel, let's suppose on a close testing, and you can simply create sorry, you can simply go there and you can create a new version, and now you can upload your AAB file here. You can see you can upload your file here. So I'm not gonna upload my file because it's already done. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you still have any questions, so you can drop a message into the comment section. There is a one more thing which you must need to remember before publishing the thing. This is the last point which I got to which I thought I can share with you. You must need to think about the permissions. So let's suppose if you are using let's suppose you are using camera access, and you are accessing the camera, but you are not asking for permission to the user. So you will not be able to deploy your application into the Play Store. You must need to ask for permission before publishing the application into the Play Store. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.